From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the ball first. It's 3-0 there. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down to the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. And it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers again now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A very well-executed play and goes for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Walker with a grab, left side. Touchdown! Ken Walker from 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
6-3 is our score after one. It's the end.
We got this.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on the hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Rodgers to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. Now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, right back to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. Laid down to 3 at 13-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now it's Rodgers.
This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. And again, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On play action. Now Rodgers.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right. We are going.
He'll try again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the point after try for Santos. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score. Packers 29, Jets 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Screen 218, chopper, you're out. Squeeze, get in there.
They'll run with Hall, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. One more time with Hall. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.